Welcome back, everybody. Time for some more Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail. As we continue on with this American campaign, we're going to pick up right where we left off. And I want to go ahead and take a look at our troops, because this is another land battle. So we're going to be taking these 4 troop ships that we just used before, and we're going to need to reinforce the existing units that we have, and obviously we have some officers that need replacing. So we've actually got a major here. We're going to put him in charge of one of the bigger units, I think. And we'll get that back up to, see, if we go, we end up having to spend points. That's always the tricky part with this. I'm going to go at least up to 247 for now until we do everything else, and then we'll worry about those points. All right, we've got a captain here. We've got some reserve units, but not many. Let's go ahead and get these guys back up to 250 as well. Actually, what's the... we've got plenty of weight available on this, so we could actually... Let's go ahead and go up to 300 because we still only spend one of those points to get them that high. Get an officer here. We've got a second lieutenant. Let's see. 300 as well. So we're going to get some bigger units now, which will be nice. We'll go to 300 on these guys. And we actually probably could have gone higher, but I want to keep an eye on the other ones as well. So here we've got some Marines. And they've got... I'm going to go with an assault course. That'll give them plus 10 to morale, melee, and stamina. Now, this ship can't hold nearly as much. So these units just... Honestly, I feel like I want to buy another troop ship that's a little bigger, but I don't really have the ability to do that right now without blowing a lot of my money. So we'll go about as high as we can with these guys. Here's one of our artillery units. The other one's right here. I think 200 is the max you can go on those. All right, so we'll get these guys refit and ready to go. All right, everybody's maxed out. So let's go ahead to TAILOR-made, which is the next mission. This one's going to give us 81,000, 15 points. So obviously this is meant to be a really big battle. And we can only take 4 ships this time, so we're a little more limited than we were on the last one. Okay, here we go. Captain, we've arrived just in time. Oh boy. The British troops are in position and preparing to attack. We must land without delay and attack the British Army. As you are the highest ranking officer here, the French troops and the militia have been transferred to your command. Godspeed, Captain. All right, let's do this. So we're going to get everybody in as close as we can, as quick as we can. Let's see what's happening here. They're closing in on the French. So if we land over here and start rolling them up on the side, I think that'll probably be the way to go. The fort's contested for another 5 minutes. It looks like all we need to do is hold the fort. I think that'll be a piece of cake. He's starting to charge in on the French, so we got to hurry up and get there. Let's go with the wind as best we can to speed things along. No, don't hit each other with friendly fire. We're coming. As long as they inflict a lot of casualties on the Brits, that's all I can really ask for. Royal Fusiliers shattered, so they're starting to take a lot of casualties here. Okay, let's slow things down. Let's get these first ships anchored. And let's unload. .320 is the max you can put in a unit, as I have finally discovered. That's the first time I've ever tried to max an infantry unit out. Okay. We'll get these two anchored. We'll get the others unloaded. And it's time for a counterattack. Alright, we're coming, guys. Let's get up there and help out. The others are trying to figure out where to land because there's so many boats in the way. Alright, we're going to start sending some units up into the fort. Yeah, let's get the artillery up here.
Double quick! Ready! Fire! Double quick!
I want to get... Oh no, I don't want you to walk in that way. Walk around this side. Go in the fort on that side, please. Jeez, what's the deal with the artillery? Oh, some of my men still went in on that side. Oh wow, Drake got lit up by the artillery. Grab those guns, start firing into his rear. Because it seems like it's going to take a while to get these guys up here with the rest of the artillery. Actually, we're going to take Kid out here and try to disrupt this artillery if we can. Come on, Morris, get there. Target that artillery. We'll come up and hit these guys first, then we'll go after the artillery. Let's get into his flank a little bit. There we go. think we got it. 35 minutes to go. All we need to do is continue to hold. My poor artillery is still waiting to get in position where they can do anything. It just takes too long to get them moved up that hill. There we go. I'd say this one's pretty well in the bag. We're going to go ahead and pull Kid back to the fort. Seems like that may be it. I guess I just have such power in my units at this point that these land battles are getting pretty easy. And I'm on medium difficulty for the land battles, which obviously I need to go to hard. But we're almost we're nearly done with the campaign, so we'll start a new campaign on hard for both. Got a lot of artillery now.
Ready! Ready!
Finish off that artillery. Oh, I love having a lot of artillery on this game. It's devastating. We'll keep this going a little while, see what else we can do to him. As long as he's going to keep coming at me. See if we can capture some more troops. That'll help us for the later fights. We're either going to dissolve or capture the rest of these units. Kind of hate to advance out with my infantry and take unnecessary casualties, especially since my artillery is still doing the job. All right, Dunbar, you go do your thing. Okay, so here's how we ended up. That was a pretty easy battle. Not much to speak of there. Almost all of these casualties were suffered by the French before I even arrived on the scene. So we captured a ton of guns, including 6 cannon. That's really nice. We got a couple of promotions to Major and First Lieutenant. And just a really, really good day all the way around. So let's see where things stand. What we've got now in the campaign is we've got 3 side missions that we can send some ships out on before we advance to the next phase. So I'm going to go ahead and get that all figured out now. Okay, there's our reward for that mission. We're at 153,000 now. So let's take a look at these side missions. But first things first, we've got to make sure that our ships are in working order and ready to go for any missions we're going to send them out on. Those 2 are ready. Independence is ready. We're going to definitely add the HMS Surprise to the fleet, but that's going to get us really low now on points, and we're going to have to get officers assigned to all of those. We've also got the Bramber Castle that at some point we can add. We're just not quite there yet. Independence is ready to go. Hussar's ready to go. Joya de Nicaragua is ready to go. Revenge just needs a little repair, and she's ready to go. Same with Paul Revere. And I think, all told, that should get me enough to handle all of these missions. So let's go ahead and look at these side missions and see what it's going to take to do each one of them. That's a 100% chance of success. Can we go with a lower ship and get the same is the question. So say we sent the Hussar there. Yeah, still 100%. So let's go ahead and send them for that one. How to catch a rat. We're going to start low. Same thing. That's only 81% chance with them. Ranger gives us 91% chance. Constitution 89%. Let me look at the other mission first. Constitution there gets us 100%. So we're 100% chance of success on the other two, which now means we can just send Independence and Joy a Day on this one and easily win. So we're going to win all three of those, guaranteed. Next stage we go. Logistics is a lot more complicated when fighting a war across the world. So far, you've been able to keep the supply lines open so our French allies can pour more men and material on the continent. This, along with your success to continuous harrying of the Royal Navy, has impressed the French, who are offering support of our fledgling Navy. Alexander Hamilton, Chief of Staff, Continental Army. Thank you, Mr. Hamilton. Let's see. The British have allocated a large part of the Royal Navy to crush us. If I could only receive a ship of the line, the damage I could cause would be incredible. The revenue generated is minimal. Most of this money is... so we don't need more funding. Give me a ship of the line, for sure. All right, so let's see what's going on here. The Battle of Cape Henry is going to be the big battle on this stage, and that's going to make a ton of money there. Cornwallis's last hope. Cornwallis's guardian. So we're getting into the end stages here of the American Revolution. There's the victory for that one. There's our victory for that one. Continental Congress. Continental Journal. General Greene and Cornwallis fought a battle near Guilford Courthouse. Tell you what, let's talk history for a second here. The Southern campaign was not going well for the Americans. They made the stupid decision the Continental Congress did to send Horatio Gates down there. He immediately got beat and went running away from the army, and his career was over. It should have been over long before that. Finally, Washington gets his man, General Nathaniel Greene, who was a young guy, but very promising. And one thing that Washington was really good at was spotting good young talent. People like Henry Knox, Alexander Hamilton, John Lawrence, Marquis de Lafayette, and, of course, Nathaniel Greene. So he finally gets his man, and Greene goes down and does an incredible job just drawing Cornwallis into a protracted kind of chase. Similar strategy to what Sam Houston does in Texas years later. It's what Washington had been doing with the British, and it worked really well with Cornwallis. So it's eventually what led to Yorktown. Part of it anyway. USS Nemesis. So let's take a look at the USS Nemesis. Where is it? Hasn't been delivered yet? Has it? Has it? There it is, 78 guns. So we've got a pretty significant fleet of third-rate ships now that we're going to be able to use in some of these upcoming fights. But we're going to wrap it up right there. Let's just take a quick look. We've got these two side missions, and then the Battle of Cape Henry. I want to look at the Battle of Cape Henry and see what that's going to entail. Okay, so we'll be able to take 6, and we're definitely going to be taking 6 of the best. That's going to be a big, big battle. So we'll see that the next time around, but let me know your thoughts. Use the comment section below. Also, if you are either a member here on YouTube or a patron through Patreon, there is a new member and patron-only poll question that I've posted asking your input about my next live stream. Even at $1 a month for the Patreon support gets you into those kinds of member-only posts. So check that out if you want, and we'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching.